as you all may already know, JD Vance is a smug, insufferable douchebag of a guy, total weasel, spineless, suck up, just nothing to like about the guy. Just makes your skin crawl when you see him, when you hear him talk. He's up there in the leagues of the elite weasel scumbags like Ted Cruz. And he ended up doing an interview with the Daily Mail the other day. And he decided to be up the smug to an 11 out of 10 there and try and be even more disgusting than he normally is. And I think for a second there, he thought he was just with like some reporter, like whatever, a Newsmax reporter or somebody like that, that doesn't ask any follow-up questions, just lets him say whatever he wants, lets him be smug about whatever he wants to be smug about, and just give insufferable answers. So he's expecting to just be able to give some smug, insufferable, wave it off kind of answer here when Daily Mail reporter asks him about apologizing to Alex Pretti and his family. Obviously, Alex Pretti is dead now, but, you know, in the memory of Alex Pretti, would you apologize to his family? And basically, J.D. Vance was like, for what? So let's go to that clip real quick. And luckily, this reporter is actually not just a total pushover, and he followed up, and you can see the smug look get wiped right off of J.D. Vance's face. Watch, and I will be right back.
Did you plan to apologize to the family of Alex Pretti?
For what?
For, you know, labeling him an assassin with ill intent.
Well, again, I just described to you what I said about Alex Pretti, which is that he's a guy who showed up with ill intent to an ICE protest.
No, but if it is determined, if it's determined that his civil rights were violated by this FBI investigation, will you apologize to that
family? So if this hypothetical leads to that hypothetical leads to another hypothetical,
it's a real case.
Will I do a thing? And again, like I said, we're going to let the investigation.
I mean, tell me that just didn't make your day a little bit better, just watching that smug, disgusting, weaselly smile on J.D. Vance's face get wiped off when the guy actually asked the correct follow-up question that made J.D. Vance look like an immoral douchebag in that moment. I mean, it's great to see because also, you know, internally it's registering in his head as that smug look goes away from his face that he is being made to look like an asshole right now by this reporter. So good on that reporter with the right follow-up question. That is the correct follow-up question. J.D. Vance has done nothing but smear Alex Pretti at his memory, and it's absolutely disgusting what the Trump administration, whether it be J.D. Vance, Stephen Miller, Kristi Noem, Greg Bavino, Tom Homan, these people are despicable people. Despicable people. The stuff that they've tried to make excuses for and justify over these past few months is beyond the pale. There's no redeeming it. There's no apologizing for it and thinking that that's enough to just go and smear people as domestic terrorists after they've been murdered by the ICE Gestapo. You send your thugs out there, these racist thugs, to go raid through American cities and harass immigrants and make people live in fear. And then when somebody stands up to them, and not even in a dangerous way, they end up getting 10 shots put into them. Or like Renee Good, they get shot 3 times just for trying to drive away from the scene when they're being intimidated by these goons. And you guys go out there and rally all the horses to make sure that everybody's smeared as a domestic terrorist and that they're seen as a villain in your guys' world, and just try and desecrate their memories. It is just so beyond what any human being should really feel comfortable with, or even feel comfortable with allowing in our political discourse. It's disgusting. There should be no place for it in a political discourse in America. But these people, you can see it with J.D. Vance's face when he says, for what, in that clip? Just a smug piece of shit. No empathy. Doesn't care that Alex Pretti's dead. Doesn't care that he smeared Alex Pretti to the world after he died. Doesn't care that Renee Good's dead. Doesn't care that Kristi Noem and him and Stephen Miller called her a domestic terrorist, or Alex Pretti a domestic terrorist, or an assassin, or somebody looking to commit maximum damage at a protest. That's all for this time. Make sure you follow the channel. It's a new channel. I really want to try and start growing quick, so I'm going to be putting consistent content out for you guys. So please do subscribe, hit the bell notification next to subscribe, so that way you're notified anytime I put out a new video. That always helps grow the channel faster as well. And outside of that, I will be talking to all of you soon. I appreciate it.